How's it going, guys? Welcome back to this week's video. So unfortunately we've got no mods this week. I'm away from home and I don't want to be doing things like that outside in the wet and the cold, working on the floor. Those days are gone for me, hopefully. I'd rather be doing in the shed at home in the warm. So I just thought I'd run through like 5 things that you might not know about your Astra VXR. So there you are, you've jumped in your Astra VXR and you're looking for the temperature gauge. There isn't one. So what you have to do is have your radio on. Down here, press and hold the settings button until you hear a beep. Now this won't work if your stereo's not on, kind of thing. So then you press this BC button here and it will run through all these different options and bits of information. And you want to keep pressing it until it comes to that screen. Just there, obviously you have the time in that corner. That is the ambient air temperature outside. That is actually how hot your screen is, this LED screen, I do believe. The V on this side, numbers will start to come up on there when you're driving, and that is actually your kilometers an hour. So obviously if you're doing 90 kilometers an hour on there, that there will say 90, there or thereabouts, and obviously that one there is your coolant temperature. So you can have that on as you're driving. Obviously you can change it if you want. You just press the BC button until it comes back to, mine was range or whatever you had it set to before. So whether it be your miles per gallon or anything like that, it will just go back to that, and then you can just go through the menu as normal on there. So the second one, I can't really show you too much. It's kind of just information for yourself. It was something that I found out accidentally, and I found it funny, if I'm completely honest. It's good to know, but at the same time, it was again, it was just a funny one. So that is, when your car is locked, if you jack it up, the alarm will go off. Obviously, I don't know if that's the same for everybody. I'd imagine it is. But mine certainly did. It scared the living daylights out of me. So yeah, that is number 2. A few months back, I posted on Instagram a story asking for anyone that had any information about these cars that some people might not know. And this was one that came up. I had it probably sent 3 times. So it's not obviously something that just I know. A fair few people know about it, and now you've watched this video, you'll know yourself. So I'll spin you around and I'll show you what it is. So for this one, if you've got the car on, obviously you're driving along. I'm not going to start it now because I don't need to. It works just like this. But if you turn your wipers to intermittent and you press it up once, it will wipe and then wait for a duration of time and wipe again. Whereas if you press it down, then wait a certain amount of time, whether it be a second, 2, 3, 5, whatever you want, and then press it up, it will actually wipe that amount of time. It'll take that amount of time that you waited, basically. So if we press it down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then press it up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will wipe. Right guys, I've angled you around here so you can see the window. Excuse the fob, future video coming on changing that. But on there you've got your 2 buttons. So for video purposes, let's lock the car. So if you're approaching the car and your car's locked, hold the unlock button, press it and hold it down. And both your windows will go down. I thought it was pretty cool. Both passenger and driver's windows go down, and then if you hold the lock button the same, your windows will go all the way up. So that is number 4. So for this one, guys, all you need to do is put your foot on the brake, put your foot on the accelerator, press them down fully, and turn your ignition to position 2. There we have it. that is a fault code that comes up, and then it runs through a fair few others. Obviously mine will say 0, and then it goes back to the mileage. So once you've let go of the accelerator and the brake, everything will go back to normal. You can either start your car or turn the ignition off and go about your daily business. Doesn't change anything, doesn't stop anything working. And also, for anyone that was interested, the code that came up on mine was to do with the catalytic converter, which is obviously not present. But that does need to be changed, and I am looking at getting one. So yeah, that'll be that. So that'll be it for this week's video, guys. Sorry it's a bit of a rubbish one really, but hopefully it's giving you guys something to watch and you may have learned something. So as I said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Hit the like button if you found it helpful. Hit the subscribe button for more content coming, and I will see you guys next time.